I don't think some of the picks that we saw up against them were that effective. Well, however, it's really frustrating because once you target ban out Senna and Tomkins, then you are letting Canyon to play, Udyr or Hecarim. So, once if you have such a big champion pool, you always get an edge in the pick and ban. But now let's hop over for the POG interview. Congratulations on your win.
안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
Thank you.
네, 우선 쇼메이커 선수 오늘
First up,
경기
ShowMaker.
POG를 받으면서 POG
With
1000점
this
돌파했습니다.
POG you
현재
secured
뭐
today, you are now sitting on 1,000 points.
남겨두고 있기 때문에 지켜봐야
However,
하지만 또
Pyosik and Chovy still has a match left, but I think you can make it to the POG leader of the regular split. How are you thinking about it? I don't really care about POG. I'm just glad that our team won.
오늘 경기 그럼 전반적으로 어떻게 평가하시나요?
ShowMaker, how was today's match in general?
오늘 좀 첫 판은 많이 아쉽긴 했는데
Well, the game number 1 wasn't really that good because we were having a lead, but we let them turn the game around. But in game 2 and 3, I think we were able to snowball the lead that we got in our hands. And Ghost, after losing game number 1, we could hear in the mic check that you said, "I'm gonna win it all, and this is our revenge." Do you think you got your revenge in the end? I kind of trolled so bad in game 1, so I promised to my teammates that I will, make it up to you guys. I'm glad that I was able to pull it off. So let's go back to game number 2. We had the same Renekton and Nidalee comp, and then Silas was a counter pick into the last pick, Azir. Was that some of the strategy that Goma prepared? Silas is not a strong lane pick, but if you are confident in your lane mechanics, I think this is still viable. In game 2, I think the jungle priority decided the whole result of the game. So, were Damakia playing around that lead in the jungle specifically in game 2? I think looking at the name tag of our jungler, it's Canyon, and we're just gonna win. So we have this confidence together with Canyon. I also want to ask you about Silas versus Azir matchup on the mid lane because, well, Nidalee ganked mid lane a lot. So Silas was able to have a very easy kind of game compared to other Silas usually. So what's your thought on this matchup in a vacuum? Silas is definitely a weak side, and Nidalee was helping me out a lot, but at the same time, I think I was able to win trade really well in level 1 and 2. So usually Silas is behind like 20 CS, but I was able to get ahead actually, so that was the start of the game. In game 3, it was Ryze versus Azir. Could you break it down for us? Last time, there was one game that you played Ryze into Azir, but this time around, it was Dove. Did you kind of expect that to happen? To be honest, I don't think Ryze is a counter pick for Azir. So when I saw the lock-in, I was like, well, that's in Ryze, so I'll have to play good up against it. But I didn't really feel too worried about that pick. Damakia was able to take Senna and Tomkins really fast in the Game 3 pick and ban. So could you tell us about the plan and strategy of the draft in Game 3? Senna usually gets banned, so I didn't really think that it's gonna be available, but it was open for Game 3, so we just locked it in. After the pick and ban, we saw Senna Tomkins versus Tristana and Alistar. Does Senna and Tomkins always just usually gets ahead of those two bottom two? I think they're too strong up against Tristana and Alistar. They are definitely the strong side.
그리고 이제 아무래도 또 이런 인터뷰에서 한 번 더 말씀해 주시면 좋지 않을까.
I also wanna ask you about ShowMaker's, health issue. I heard that you had an injury on your wrist, and a lot of fans are paying attention to your current status. How are you feeling, ShowMaker, these days?
네, 잘 치료하고 있고요.
I'm getting some
그렇게 심각한 상황은
therapy.
아닌 것 같아서
I don't think that's too serious right now.
걱정 안 하셔도 될 것 같습니다.
I don't think you guys should be too worried about it. I'm getting better and better. It's glad to hear that ShowMaker is getting some treatment for his injury. And speaking of the playoffs, you guys won't be facing up against Shenji in the second round robin. And we're not having the full bracket ready, but still, who do you want to face at the second round of playoffs?
이게 근데 좀 프로까지도 아직 시간이 있고.
We have a long time to prepare for the playoffs. I don't know how the things will unfold. So I just wanna watch the playoffs run and then decide. And Ghost, at the end of the game, you shouted out, "I'm gonna enjoy watching the second match of the night," and also Concept fighting Peanut. So who do you support between the two opponents in the second match?
응원을 한다기보다 재밌는 경기 나왔으면
I'm not really supporting anyone. I just want to have a really good one to enjoy. And Ghost, who do you want to face up against in the second round of the playoffs?
아직까지는 잘 모르겠어요.
I don't know, not yet. You know,
장점이 각각 좀
every
다른
different team has their own strengths and color.
경기를 지켜봐야
I
될것
have
같아요.
to watch the playoffs and how it goes.
어떻게 보면 솔직하고 날카로운 답변인 것
네,
같습니다.
그렇습니다. 일단 그러면 다른 팀들을 지켜보기도 해야
I guess Tama Kia will be waiting until the playoffs round 1 starts. So how are you guys going to prepare for the playoffs?
네, 프로까지 며칠 정도 남았는데.
We still have a few days left for our playoffs match. So we will go through the drawing board, go back to our drawing board, work on our tier list and work on our mistakes in game and try to show a good performance in the playoffs. And Ghost?
이제 플레이오프 남게 됐는데
Now we are heading into the playoffs. I think that's the main stage.
이겨야
We have to
다 의미 있는 거라고 생각해서
win
더
to make
열심히
it
준비해서
meaningful.
좋은 경기로
So we will
이기도록
prepare
하겠습니다.
really hard for the upcoming playoffs.
Indeed,
Now we're heading into the main stage of the LCK Spring Split and wish you the best of luck there. And this will be the end of the interview from the players, and we're going to pass it back to our casters. Thank you.